Hi everybody. The Pooch Granny's gonna do a little story time for y'all. So this story is about a cat named Desser. It's called Desser, the Best Ever Cat, and the story is by Maggie Smith. This is a story about the best cat who ever lived. His name was Desser. A long time ago, when my daddy had big hair and a teeny tiny kitten had came to his door one day. Daddy tried to find out where the kitten had come from, but nobody knew. So he decided to keep it. He named it Dexter after his favorite uncle. Then he made a soft bed and bought lots of toys. But Desser's favorite game was to zoom through the rooms. And right up my daddy's leg. Desser grew up fast. Daddy met my mommy and they got married. Desser liked his new house, but Mommy said he was lonely. Up until I came along. When I first came home from the hospital, Desser wasn't sure if he liked me. But soon he got used to me. He sniffed me a lot and followed me from room to room. He watched over me while I slept. When I first started talking, I couldn't say Dexter. But Desser didn't mind. He liked his new name. He wasn't too happy when I first started walking, but he was glad when I got my big bed. When my parents were busy with my new brother, Frankie, I always had Desser to play with. In the morning, he'd sit on me and meow until I opened my eyes. Then we'd decide what to do. If Desser got bored, he'd hang on a chair back and stare at the wall. Sometimes he'd do something bad, but I could never stay mad at him for very long. When I started school, Desser was mad at me. He would walk away with his tail up high like he didn't care I was leaving, but he'd always be waiting for me when I got home. Desser was always there. As I got bigger, Desser slowed down a lot. I got older and he got older. He went blind in one eye and he didn't want to do much. Sometimes his hair would even come out in little tufts. Then one day he got really sick and the doctor gave him some medicine, but she said there wasn't much we could do. Desser was getting really old. Soon he could barely move and he wouldn't eat anything, not even for me. I asked my mommy, "Is he going to die? I don't want him to leave me." Mommy said, "He won't ever leave you because you will always remember him." Dad got Desser his old bed and gave him my blankie to sleep on. I lay next to him and patted him gently. And I whispered in his ear, "You are the best cat that ever lived." He opened his good eye and purred softly. When I woke up in the morning, I was in my bed and Desser was gone. He had died in the night. We buried Desser out by his favorite tree with most of his toys and plenty of treats for his long journey up to cat heaven. I made him a sign that says Desser, the best cat ever, and hung it on the tree where we buried him. A month after Desser died, we went to the pound. Dad said Desser would want us to get a new kitten because we are cat people, especially. A little orange fluff ball kept playing with my shoelaces, so I chose her. I still miss Desser, but Ginger is lots of fun. She zooms around the house just like Desser did when he was a kitten. She also likes to sit on my shoulder. I think Ginger is extra special, and I'm sure Desser would agree. I show her his pictures and tell her stories about him. So she'll just know about Desser and that Desser was the best cat ever. This story is to all the beloveds who have left us for cat heaven. I hope you enjoyed this little story. I know it's a little sad, but Dexter had a good life with a good family, and when it was time, when he got old, he went to cat heaven.